Hi, pirates. I was just here, looking at my map, trying to find me some treasure. Want to join me? Remember, as a pirate reader, you're planning to always fly your flag to crossing the skull bones. Use your one good eye, your one eye. Make sure you follow the map. Relying on your compass. Remember, we want to go true north. And the way we get true north is by reading and reading and reading and reading. And we follow the direction of all those other writers who went ahead of us. That's how we figure out true north. Wish I could figure out how to open the compass. Oh, there I did. And the goal is to find the treasure. Now, the treasure is going to look different in every book. Kind of. Maybe. Maybe it's going to look similar. Unlikely that it's going to look the same. And when you translate what you find into your own writing, you're going to have your own slant, your own perspective on what that's going to look like. But it doesn't matter what you read. You want to be an outstanding writer? The key is reading. Reading, 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 reading. Until the words that you read assimilate into your mind and they become part of you. The value of a really good book is that you as the reader feel like you either fell into the book or you find yourself in the book, or you find something that complements or supplements or augments what you think or what you believe or what you want to know. That's the power of reading. And you can find it in any book, even an informational text. Today we're going to read Brave as Can Be, a book of courage. A lot of courage is needed right now with the coronavirus still running rampant. So many first responders have to have courage as they go in every day to work. So many people have to have courage as they're learning how to teach their kids. So many kids have to have courage as they're learning how to kind of navigate new platforms themselves. Even teachers. This is Teacher Appreciation Week, and my superpower is teaching. We have to have courage as we're learning a new way of navigating, a new normal. It doesn't feel very normal. I like my old normal. Hello, can someone let me in? Let me back into my old life? I think someone locked the door and I can't get back in. I'm out here in the yard of my new life. New normal. No brick and mortar school. Now it's virtual. I live in a screen. Hi, friends. Remember me? I'm Super Teacher. Now I'm this big. I live in a box. I have to be as brave as can be. A book of courage. From the author and illustrator of In My Heart, Jo Witek and Christine Roussey. That was a little surprise, wasn't it? Looked kind of mad, and then all of a sudden, it didn't. Brave as can be. When I was little, I was afraid of everything. Little creaks and squeaks and booming thunderclaps. Teeny creepy crawlies and monstrous pointy fangs. I had a pile of fears as big as a mountain. Look at the holes. When I was scared, I would shiver as I was outside in the snow, as if I was outside in the snow. I would shut my eyes tight and clap my hands over my ears. I was closed up against the cold, as if I was in an igloo. I used to be scared of the dark. Was there a monster lurking in the shadows? But now I have a bright nightlight and my superpowered pajamas, which are 100% danger-proof. The neighbor's dog can be scary too, with his loud bark, bark, barks and thousands of teeth. But my mom says the dog is just saying hello. Holding her hand tightly, I say hello right back. Once, I let go of my mom's hand and poof! She disappeared. But I didn't panic. Sometimes moms get lost. Like a brave explorer, I spotted her through the crowd. I'm in a galaxy far, far away and heading straight toward a fuzzy yarn monster. Quick, wake up! It was just a nightmare. My dreams scare me too. Sometimes. Trick or treat! On Halloween, it's my turn to be scary. With a cackling laugh and a pointy hat, I scare my friends, and my friends scare me. Sometimes it's fun to be scared. I love when Dad tells me my favorite spooky stories over and over again. Once upon a time, when thunder booms and lightning flashes, I used to clench my teeth and my blankie. Now, I tell my little sister, it's just a storm. Let's sing a song to give ourselves courage. I have courage. I'm not afraid of the storm. I have courage. In my bed, I'm safe and warm. My teacher can be very strict. When she is angry, her big black eyes make her look like an owl. But that's my own special secret. Imagining her feathers makes me feel brave. Beetles and butterflies, lizards and ladybugs, they slither and crawl and creep. But to them, I am a giant. If I'm scared of them, think how scared they must be of me. I'm older now, and my mountain of fears doesn't look so huge. In fact, now that I'm big, it looks very small indeed. I love this book. Don't you love it? I especially love the use of onomatopoeia. There's so many words in here. Boom. Right on the very first page. Creepy crawlies. Doesn't that just sound like what it's describing? Creepy crawlies. Creaks and squeaks. And the use of metaphors and similes, like and as if. Really good strategies for us to lift off the page today. The other thing that the author used was just simple sketches. Not a lot of color. We've seen that in other stories as well. Mostly white sketches and then some color. And here at the beginning, you see the monstrous things to be scared of, as big as a mountain. And by the end of the book, very, very, very manageable and very, very small. I also liked how the author and illustrator led one picture into the next by cutting part of one page out. So the illustration from the next page was part of the illustration from the last page. So everywhere that happened, like here you see the teeth, and then the teeth are part of the dog. The dog's eyes then become part of the boots. The boot buttons then become part of the spots on top of the fuzzy yarn monster. Fuzzy yarn monster's mouth becomes one of the ghosts from Halloween. So that's a strategy that you could use today as well. Now what you would probably want to do is make sure that you outline them, then cut them out, and then probably lightly traced around them on the next page so you knew where to make the next page open up so that you shared the illustrations from page to page. The other thing I like about this is how the girl really told the story of how she built her courage, how she was afraid of things so big, and then over time, how she wasn't completely not afraid of them, but the courage got bigger and the fear got smaller. That's called a direct correlation. As one gets larger, one gets smaller. So her fear was really big at the beginning of the story and her courage was very small. As her courage grew, her fear diminished. That means it got smaller. So again, we've talked about this, how you could take a personal narrative and you could craft it into a character story. So it's not necessarily your own. But all the things that this girl wrote about being afraid of, probably Jo and Christine felt afraid of those things too when they were little. Or maybe their children feel afraid of those things now. So you can take ideas that you want to share. You can craft them into a story. And while it's not a personal narrative telling your story, it's your truth that you help sandwich between the covers of the pages of a book. And then you share it with others who relate because they fall into the book and they either find themselves there, lose themselves there, or they find something that helps them in their own life beyond the book. Now, what we call that in education is relating text to self. Text to self. Now, in this book, we've looked at this book, and then we also looked at a book of worry, and we looked at other books of courage. And what we would do with those books is say that's text to text. We're making a relationship between those, a connection between those. And there's also text to world. So right now, in the world, people who were worried about germs have to find their brave. They also have to find their safety. They have to wash their hands and keep their hands away from their face and try not to touch things. Wear a mask when they go out. Maybe wear some protective gloves. And people who are in hospitals and doctors' offices have to be extremely careful because they're exposed to that virus every single day. So text to world, they have to find their courage by the things that they do, helping reduce their fear. Their courage can enlarge. That was super fun sharing this story with you. I look forward to sharing other stories on other books and mining the treasure. Me pirates. Until then, look deeply into the pages of all the books that you are reading. Here's tons and tons and tons of wonderful special stories for you. Lots and lots of words, large and small. Until later, Gator, catch some pride and some love. Super Teacher on Super Teacher Week, Super Teacher Appreciation Week. Super Teacher out.